Hello everyone, welcome back to another video lecture on chapter evolution. And students, in the last video lecture, we studied about different theories of life forms. Okay, different theories of life forms we studied, and along with one of the important experiment, that is Urey-Miller experiment. Okay, and that Urey-Miller experiment is very important for your examination point of view. Please remember all that experiment, both the diagram and explanation important. Okay students, just I wanted to remind your memory about this previous class. That is usually here these are the origin of these are the theories of origin of life. Four theories are there. One is theory of special creation, theory of panspermia, theory of spontaneous generation, and theory of chemical evolution. Total four theories are there, and these all four theories give different statements for the origin of life. Okay, special creation mainly says usually life is created by the God. It is a special creation. God is created these all things. Okay, this is a statement of special creation. And coming to the theory of panspermia, usually spores some of the spores or the units, those are moving from one planet to another planet. At that time earth is also received such spores, and the life is originated from those spores. And then next one, that is theory of spontaneous generation, or it's also called as abiogenesis. Okay, abiogenesis. What it says, usually life is originated from uh, some decaying matters such as straw, mud, okay, sand. Usually that life is originated from such non-living things. And but this theory was disproved by Louis Pasteur by conducting one of the best experiment. Okay, this is the experiment what he conducted. He selected yeast and then heat killed yeast. He used and closed the flask. There is no life. And when he opened that flask, and when he broke that flask, again there is a life started to origin. Okay, that is the thing he given the experiment. And he given one statement, that is the life is originated from already free existing life. Okay, if we are getting a new life means there must be a free existing life. From that free existing life there is a new life is going to be arise. That this statement was given by the Louis Pasteur, but he failed to explain how this pre-existing life originated, how this one is going to be originate. Okay, final question we are going to be asked, how this free existing life is present. Okay, that he failed to explain. And after this theory, and two main scientists, one is Oparin and Halden, they given theory of chemical evolution, theory of chemical evolution. And uh, what they explained is about the first life form could have come from free existing non-living organic molecules. Okay, usually that free existing life that arised from non-living organic molecules like RNA, protein, etc. So many organic molecules are there. You can take DNA, you can take polysaccharides, monosaccharides, carbohydrates also you can take. And this pre-existing life is mainly came from the non-living organic molecules. And these non-living organic molecules, they came from inorganic constituents. Okay, whatever the inorganic constituents are present in the early earth, from those inorganic constituents these organic molecules are originated. Okay, this is the chemical evolution theory, and most probably this theory was accepted by so many scientists. But then these scientists that failed to uh, explain practically, they are unable to prove practically. Okay, just the given the statement, yes, the early earth contained these gases and these things and everything, there is a fuse, there is a reaction and everything occurred, and that leads to the formation of organic molecules, and those organic molecules become life. Okay, that they given the statement, but they are unable to do unable to do the practical, or they are unable to unable to explain with the help of experiment. Okay, and after that, After that, some scientists, Urey and Miller. These two scientists, Urey and Miller, uh, both of them conducted an experiment, which we call it as a Urey-Miller experiment. In the laboratory, they copied the climate of early Earth and just they pasted that climate into the laboratory. Okay, that the same thing they did in laboratory. This is the experimental setup. What they did, they used two flasks. In one flask they taken water, and in one flask they taken gases, different gases, inorganic gases, and they connected the electrodes. Those can act as a volcanic storms, and they increased the temperature around 800 degrees Celsius. When they started heating the water, and these water become start to evaporate, and this evaporated water can enter into the uh, big flask, which is which contains different types of gases. Okay, with the help of temperature and volcanic storms, these electrodes and the gases, the reaction is going to be happen in this large flask, and the final products, they are going to be transferred through this in this direction, and they collected here. And in the between these there is a water out and water in, this is a condenser, or they used condenser, and all the gases, whatever the products formed here, those are all going to be collect here. Okay, and what they got in the beginning, they got amino acids. Okay, these scientists, they got amino acids, and the same experiment was done by so many other scientists, and they got different results. Some of them got sugar, some of them got fats, some of them got nucleic acids. Okay, like that, different organic molecules they got, and they all fused together form a life. Okay, but this is the experiment, and because of this experiment, so many scientists, they accepted chemical evolution theory, and still now more or less we accepted chemical evolution theory. Okay, this is about the previous class. And coming to the present and today's class, we mainly discuss about the origin of life, first life. Okay, this is given in that Urey Miller experiment only, but I given here the separate title heading. And here, the first non-cellular form of life could have originated 3 billion years ago. Non-cellular life form, when it is originated 3 billion years ago. Students, please remember, numbers are varied here. Don't get confused. Whatever they given, just go through that. Okay, whatever they given in the NCERT, just go through that. The first non-cellular form of life could have originated 3 billion years ago. 3 billion years ago, first non-cellular. Non-cellular means it is not a complete cell. It is not a complete cell. For example, if you take the RNA is not a complete cell. It should have all their boundaries and everything along with that. It should contain all the organelles. Then only we call it as a cellular. But non-cellular forms originated 3 billion years ago. Okay, and what are those? They would have been giant molecules like RNA, proteins, and polysaccharides. Okay, RNA, proteins, and polysaccharides are there. They are the molecules. Okay, these formed first. RNA formed first, protein and everything, polysaccharide formed, and they later on RNA is not a stable molecule, so RNA is got evolved into DNA. Okay, which because DNA is a stable molecule, a lot of mutation occurred here in RNA. So the virus, so it is difficult to find the vaccine in the viruses, because the mutation is very fast over there. They can change their form. They can change their form very easily. Mutation resistance is rate is very high in RNA, but it is not in case of DNA. So DNA is a stable molecule and goes on evolving the RNA molecule, and changes can lead to the formation of DNA. And here coming to the next point, that is these capsules were able to replicate and reproduce. These only the RNA, the RNA here, for example, this is the cell, and here this is the RNA molecule. It is enclosed with a capsule, and these capsules uh, they start to replicate themselves. they start to replicate themselves. That is the thing. Wait. Okay. They start to replicate themselves or reproduce themselves, and they give them a number of molecules. Okay, a number of molecules are formed. And here the first cellular forms must have appeared about less than 2 billion years ago. In 2 billion years ago, less than 2 billion years ago, first cellular life form is originated here, and they are single cells, or they must have single cells. First single celled organisms are originated. Okay, single celled organisms first they originated. It is about 2 billion years ago. 2 billion years ago, the first cellular form is arised here. The first cellular form arised, that is around 2 billion years back. That is single celled organisms. Those are single celled organisms. And the first life form is originated in the water bodies. First life form originated in the water bodies, because students, the earth is completely full of ocean, because plenty of reactions, everything that leads to the rainfall and everything. So the first life is originated in the water bodies. Later on evolution and everything occurred, and still now terrestrial life is also going on. But in the beginning stage, or in the beginning life, the first life is originated in the water bodies. Okay, that is important, please remember. And this is the abiogenesis. This is the theory of abiogenesis. It means what happened here, that life is originated from non-living molecules. Okay, these are originated from non-living molecules through the evolutionary forces. Because of the evolutionary forces, these non-living molecules, RNA, protein, those nucleic acids, amino acids, they are non-living. They are non-living. Individually they can't do anything. They are non-living. From those non-living molecules, because of some evolutionary forces, these non-living molecules are usual life originated from these non-living molecules. Okay, and this theory was accepted, okay, by the scientist. This was accepted by the scientist. That is the thing. And along that, one conclusion they given here: once formed, okay, once they formed, these single cells must have evolved into diverse complex organisms of the today. They formed once. They formed once, and they undergo multiplication, division, reproduction, everything, and they formed complex organisms of today. They only under the multiplication and development, evolution, everything. They formed the complex organisms of the today's life. Whatever the complex organisms are present now, they are formed from a single cell. From a single cell, these all complex organisms. You can take the example of human. Human is a complex organism. This complete complex organism is formed from the single cell. Okay, that is the concept. This is about the origin of first life. Okay, this is given that just below the that Urey experiment. You can read in your NCRT. Okay, this is the thing. I think you have understood all these points. Okay, just students, it is quite confusing. Evolution is such an imaginable thing. No one is present during the formation of Earth, during the formation of life. So, based on some aspect and some evidences, we are saying we are going to give the some theories. Okay, if they are experimentally proved, then only the some of the scientists or some of them this usually this scientific era is going to accept that. Okay, without experimental proof it is not possible. And this chemical evolution is somewhat proved, so till now we are believing that chemical evolution. This is the thing. And okay, coming to the next one, that is uh, evolution of life. Evolution of life, that is how the life evoluted, how the evolution of life occurred. Okay, that you study here. Here, one thing we have to recall this theory of special creation, especially they explained the theory of special creation here. The theory of special creation, what it is going to be say, the life is created, that is the plant, the animals, or the organisms, light, earth, everything was created by God. It is a special creation. It is a special creation. Everything was created by the God. And the given three suggestions, or the given three suggestions or suggestion statements they suggested three statements. First one, that is all living organisms, special or types, species or types of species that we see today were created as such. Okay, they created as such. Whatever the life formed in the beginning, man is created as a man, same as it is Homo sapien. They formed on the earth as a Homo sapien. Reptiles, they formed as reptiles. Then amphibians, they formed as amphibians. Fishes, they formed as a fishes. How they are, so like that only life is formed. This is the first suggestion given by this special creation theory. And along with that, the second one, that diversity was always same since the creation and will be the same in the future also. When the life is created, the diversity is same. There is no change. The diversity is same. Diversity of the animals is diversity of the mammals is same. Diversity of the reptile is same. Diversity of the frog is same. Everything, all the diversity is same. In the during the creation as well as in the future also it is same. This is the second suggestion given by the special creation theory. The next one, that is the earth is about 4,000 years old. Only the earth is around 4,000 years old. What we studied in the previous classes, earth is originated 4.5 billion years ago. 4.5 billion years ago. Then what the special creation theory is going to say? Earth is originated just 4,000 years back. Okay, 4,000 years back. And these theories created a lot of challenges. Okay, a lot of challenges. Usually it is strongly challenged during the 19th century. Okay, these ideas, whatever the special creation given the ideas, these are challenged during the 19th century. Okay, by who? By the Charles Darwin. By the Charles Darwin, father of evolution. Charles Darwin, we call it as a father of evolution. What he did, what he did Charles Darwin, what he did, he mainly worked on evolution. We can see father of evolution is Darwin. Darwin is the father of evolution. He given a lot of theories on this evolution. So we call him as a father of evolution. And here what he did, uh, he went in OH. Okay, to the sea, from the sea he went an OH in a ship called HMS Beagle. Okay, HMS Beagle. During sea voyage in sail ship called HMS Beagle. HMS Beagle around the world. Around the world. He traveled around the sea. He traveled around the world through sea with the help of a uh, ship that we call it as a HMS Beagle. And what he found, because he migrated from one place to another place, not from the local places. He just traveled throughout the world with the help of this ship, and he observed the variation in the animals. He observed the variation in the animals. Whatever the animals are present in one geographical area, they are not same in the next geographical area. A lot of variation occurred. Okay, and he observed all those such things, and he given a conclusion. What is that? Wait. Okay, he given a conclusion. What is that? He concluded that existing living forms share similarities to varying degrees, not only among themselves but also with life forms that existed millions of years ago. Okay, what the theory told, that is special creation theory, the life is created as such. As such, the life is created. But what Darwin told, he explained about the whatever the living organisms are present now, they share some similarities. They share some similarities with their ancestors. With their ancestors, they share some similarities in varying degree, not the same, not only among themselves, not only among themselves, and not the in the same in varying degrees. They are sharing the similar characters. For example, for fish and for human, the common ancestor is same. This is the common ancestor for fish and man. This is the man, this is a fish and man. Just wait, I will give you, wait. Okay, see here. For example, uh, this is our ancestor. This is the ancestor, and here the fish. Here human. Human you can take. For fish and for human, the ancestor is same. For fish and human, ancestor is same. So what here? Both of us will share the characters, characters of the ancestor. Fishes can share 5% of characters, same as the ancestor, and humans can share 4% of the characteristics of the ancestor. We can share the similarities in varying degrees, not in the same degree, in varying degrees. Because fish is not going to be share the 5% of character, and human is not going to be share the same, that is 5%. Fish is 5% and then human is 4%. Only 5% of characters are same in the fishes of their ancestor. Whatever the ancestors have the characters, only 5% characters are present in the fishes. And whatever the ancestors have the characters, among those characters, only 4% of the characters are similar in human. But the ancestor is same for fish and human. But they share the similar characters in varying degrees. Okay, in varying degrees. Okay, that is the thing that they given mainly. Okay, I think you understood about this. Okay, what they given here, that is living forms share similarities in to varying degrees, not only among themselves but also within life forms that existed millions of years ago. That only the ancestors among the human and fishes, not only they are sharing the similarities but also they are sharing the similarities from the uh, life forms that existed millions of years ago. Okay, that is the thing. And here the next point, and he also said that different he also said that extinctions, or so many animals are extincted, they are extinct. Okay, different life forms took place and new forms of life also arose in different periods of history of earth. So many species, they are extincted, they are not present now. For example, you can take the dinosaurs, they are not existing now. They are present in the previous eras or periods, but they are not present now. Like that, so many animals or so many life is extincted. There are extinction occurred, and along with so many life forms are originated. So many species are formed, okay, during different periods of life earth history. Okay, during the earth history, so many life is extinct, they gone completely, they are extincted, and so many life forms are originated. But what the special creation theory says, the diversity remains constant. But according to Darwin, diversity is not constant. because so many species are extincted and so many species are going to be arise continuously because of evolution, because of variation. So many different species we are getting. Okay, that is the thing given by the Darwin. Okay, and if you observe the HMS Beagle, here this is the HMS Beagle which is used by the Darwin. Okay, please remember the name of the ship, HMS Beagle. They given the Darwin, and this is the map how he traveled throughout the world. Okay, this is the map how he traveled throughout the world, and he observed different species in different areas. Okay, he find different species in different areas, and when he did this voyage around 1831 to 1836, 1831 to 1836, here he mainly did this voyage, sea voyage. Okay, please remember the name of the ship. And students, next point here you can see the organisms has undergone gradual evolution due to variation characteristics which enable some survive better in natural condition. Okay, that is climate, food, physical factors, etc., would outbreed others and are and that are less endowed to survive under such natural conditions. Here, the organisms undergone gradual evolution. Okay, due to variation, the genes and then mutations, everything, they went gradual changes. Gradual, a lot of variations occurred, and those changes or those variations are much needed for the better survival in the nature, because climatic condition is not same. Whatever the climatic condition present in the early earth is not same in present in the present earth. So because of the climatic condition they are unable to survive. So if variation occurred, then and that variation can adapt to that particular climate, then along with food habitat, along with physical factors. Okay, just to avoid these all things they need variation, and if the variation occurs, they can tolerate the food habitat, they can tolerate the temperature and everything, and that is the better nature for survival. Okay, and here they can outbreed themselves. Okay, and whatever the things they survived, they are able to breed themselves. Okay, they are able to breed themselves and survive under such natural conditions, and they are able to survive under the natural conditions. That is the thing. And next here, fitness of the individual or the population. Okay, which means for reproductive fitness. This reproductive fitness is very important. Reproductive fitness is very important. The organisms must and should, they have to reproduce. If they are fit, they will reproduce, and their progeny also they are going to be survive. That is the thing, they should be fit for the nature. And then next year, those who are better fit in an environment leave more progeny than others. If they are better fit in the environment for the reproduction, they will produce more progeny. Lot of progenies they are going to be produced in the environment. In the environment they will produce lot of progenies, or so many progenies they are going to be formed in the environment, and they are going to be survive, they will survive more, and hence are selected by the nature. And he called, and hence if the parents are fit, they are able to reproduce, means they are able to produce the young ones. Okay, more and more young ones, and those more and more young ones they are going to be survive more and more. Okay, if they are survived more and more, that is a selection of nature, that is selected by the nature, that he given the term, that is natural selection. Okay, that he given the term theory, that is natural selection. Okay, and this is mainly implied by the mechanism of evolution. Because of evolution variation occurs, and variation, sorry, because of variations evolution occurs. And this during this evolution what happened, they are reproductively fit, and those reproductively fit they will produce more progeny, and more progeny those are fit, they can survive, they can survive. Okay, they can survive and they can improve their uh, species or breed varieties. Okay, that is the thing, and those are fit, they are able to survive, and that he called it as a natural selection. Nature is going to be select those are fit. Those are, for example, you can take, for example, there is a meat. Okay, the two dogs are mainly fighting for this meat, dog 1 and dog 2. Both of them are hungry, they want the food. So they both will fight for the same food, which one is fit? For example, dog 2 is fit, it is going to be kill the dog 1. Okay, and it go for feeding. And which is not fit? This dog 1 is not fit, it is going to be eliminated. It means the nature is eliminated this one, and this is fit one, and this is selected. This is fit one, and this is selected. This is a thing. Okay, it means those who are fit in the environment, they are going to be survive, and those who are not fit, they are not able to survive in the environment. This is the concept about the natural selection. Okay, we can take a lot of examples. You can take human survival of the fittest. Those who are fit, they are going to be survive, and which one is weak, it is going to be eliminated. It means nature is acting some force on the organisms. It will select the fit organisms, and it will eliminate which one is not fit. It is going to be eliminated which one is not fit. That is the thing. Okay, and another one point here, the Alfred Wallace, another scientist, okay, another scientist, Alfred Wallace. He's a naturalist, worked on Malaya archipelago island. Malaya archipelago island. He worked in that, and has also some similar conclusion that given by the Darwin. Whatever the conclusion given by the Darwin, in a few or in few months or in few years, he also came with the same result. He also given the same conclusions. He agreed with Darwin's conclusion, what he told about the natural selection. And then along with that, the variations, evolution occurred, and variation occurs, evolution occurs. And along with that, first theory what he given, that is, and the theory, that is variation among the animals he given. Based on that, the special creation theory was disproved, and the same conclusion also given by the another scientist, that is Alfred Wallace. He is also one of the scientists worked on that Malaya archipelago island, and he also came with the same conclusions, those given by the Darwin. Okay, and along with that, what he told, all existing life forms share similarities and share common ancestors. The same thing that is given by the Darwin. However, these ancestors were present at the different periods in the history of Earth. These ancestors present in the different history of Earth. For example, in some history of Earth, reptiles are there, and in some history of Earth, frogs are there. In some history of Earth, you can see the fishes, and now mammals, everything like that. In some history of Earth, different life forms are present, and those history of Earth we will divide into epochs, periods, and eras. Okay, these are all different historical divisions we are going to do here, that is epochs, periods, and era. Okay, this is the thing. And here the last one, that is last point here, they also concluded in is that Earth is very old, not 1,000 years old. It is not 1,000 years old one, it is old as billions of years old. But what the special creation theory explained, given the third point, that is Earth is formed 4,000 years ago. But what they given, both Alfred Wallace and Darwin, Earth is not the 1,000 years old. It is around a billion years old one. It is not 1,000 years old one. It is a billion years old one. These are the all conclusions given by the Alfred Wallace as well as Darwin. Darwin given the first conclusion. Okay, Darwin given that the first conclusion. Usually they came with both same conclusions. Okay, whatever the Darwin came with the conclusions, the same conclusions brought by the Alfred Wallace. Just the time period is changed. First Darwin came, so we are still believing Darwin theory. Okay, and Alfred also he also got the same conclusions. Both are same. If Alfred Wallace came earlier, means the father of evolution become Alfred Wallace. Because of time, first Darwin came, so we consider Darwin as a father of evolution. Okay, that's the thing, that different theory. And here these are all the conclusions what given by the Darwin and Alfred Wallace about the special creation theory. Okay, this is the thing. And in the next video lecture, students will study about that is we'll study about, sorry, they'll study about geological history of earth. Geological history of earth is nothing but the evidences for evolution. In that we study, just I given the title here, that is geological history of earth. But we'll study that is evolution, that is evidences for evolution, because for the evolution we need evidences. Okay, this evolution of man, evolution of different animals, this is all based on evidences. Okay, different types of evidences are there in evolution. Those we will study in the next lecture. Okay, this is about the origin of life, and then first life, and then evolution of life, everything. And in the next video lecture we'll move with evidences for evolution. Okay, I hope all of you understood about the concept, and please read NCERT carefully. Okay, because the sentences and those concepts are quite complicated. Read them thoroughly. Okay, just carefully go through those sentences, and you will came to know about the meaning. And we'll meet in the next video lecture. Okay, thank you.